go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Out comes the Seattle offense. We take a peek at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to Dallas. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bears take over. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And down inside the 15 he goes. And quickly they get to the line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Bridgewater. That's complete to Eskridge. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
1st down, Bridgewater. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Von Miller in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Another try after the 1st down sack. Bridgewater. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay. Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Chicago. O.J. Howard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Gano the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take back over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this with both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Devontae Parker with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The extra point now coming from Myers. And now it's blocked. The Bears pick it up, but he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, there's been a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm, but sometimes the ball can just hang up there.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point try good by Gano, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Chicago, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants.